When we think of cryptocurrencies and what gives them value, a few different concepts come to mind. The first is decentralization, where there is no central authority who has control over the network, or having to have trust in the network as to whether or not it will function. And third is cryptocurrencies aren't subject to high fees or other costs set by, again, a central authority. Unfortunately, the exchanges on which cryptocurrencies are traded do not have these attributes. They are centralized, require users' trust, private information, come with various trading and withdrawal fees set by the exchange. We continually see where this creates problems. Users' funds can be outright stolen by hackers, or even stolen by the exchange itself in some sort of exit scam. Users sometimes struggle to sign up on exchanges with their annoying registration process. Some people even have difficulty with withdrawing their funds from exchanges, with their funds being effectively held hostage by the exchange. Present-day exchanges are also subject to local government laws as to what they can and cannot do. So with that being said, the cryptocurrency space isn't totally decentralized, at least is not as decentralized as we would like it. It is controlled by big exchanges who are centralized and who make a lot of money off their users. But I have good news. Just this week, Decred stakeholders overwhelmingly approved a proposal to begin work on Decred Dex.
The Decred decentralized exchange enables people to trade directly with each other in a peer-to-peer fashion while never actually holding users' funds. As clearly outlined on Politeia, this proposal aims to deliver a DEX server and a DEX client. The client will use a graphics user interface for easy accessibility. The estimated cost of the DEX is about $230,000 US, payable in Decred. It is estimated that the DEX will be finished by the third quarter of 2020, which is about 1 year from now. It is important to note that this is an open source project and anyone is free to contribute, provided that the work is of a high standard and is approved by project leaders.
Now what's fascinating about this is the money for the DEX isn't coming from outside investors or even an ICO. This money is coming directly from Decred's own ecosystem. 10% of the block reward on new blocks found on Decred's blockchain go towards a treasury or a stakeholder-driven fund. So Decred is effectively funding its own development and expansion. Now, the DEX isn't a new concept for those of you who have been around in Decred.
On June 5, 2018, Jake Yoakum-Pyatt, the CEO of Company Zero, the team behind Decred, put forth his envisioned idea of a DEX that utilized atomic swaps, a smart contract technology that the Decred team wrote the tools to implement. Atomic swaps are what the DEX is based around. This blog will be posted in the video description if you would like to learn more. In March of 2019, a request proposal went up for vote asking Decred stakeholders if they would like to see a DEX built. The proposal was approved with 91.98% of the vote. With the DEX having been given the green light, a proposal went live for a decentralized exchange specification document to be written. This passed with 98.4% of the vote. On July 31st, the specification document was released, much to the praise of the community on its in-depth layout.
Given the Decred team's track record of delivering a high-quality, hyper-secure product, we can certainly be excited for the Decred Dex.
If you would like to learn more about Decred, please visit decred.org.